Hey, what's up? This is Steve Cardenas, aka Rocky the Red Power Ranger, and Jeff Brazzo, Trent Fernandez Mercer from Untitled Chapter, and you are watching Team Venom Media.
It's morphin' time. And it's Oliver Thorburn the third.
Valentine. Rory Bailey. Paul Baker.
Welcome, guys, back to the Team Venom Power Ranger podcast. First of the new year. Hope everybody's good. I'm your host for this episode, Dennis Oliver Thorburn the third, joined as always by the lovely Calissa Valentine. How are you doing?
I'm good, hon, and thank you very much. Mwah. Glad to be here.
And Paul Baker, how you doing, man?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Missed y'all.
Oh, yeah. Been a minute. Glad to finally be back and chatting with you
Back
guys.
in the saddle. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Well, hope everybody had a good holidays, and just glad to be back out in with you guys. Figured we'd take a episode and talk about the Lightning Collection. It was definitely up there, and I know
Anybody remember what number we're on?
17, I do believe. I think.
17 episodes of people seeing Dennis's ugly ass mug. Holy shit. Now,
Oh,
Callie, if you notice, every time Dennis is on the screen, look at that smile. Look at that.
oh yes. He's got a very cheery smile, haven't you, Dennis?
He's got that shit-eating grin on his face, like, hey, I'm on camera. Go me.
Oh man,
It wouldn't be me if I didn't bust your balls, dude.
not at all, not at all. And I mean, for this, I mean, I'm glad to host and kind of share, my thoughts on the collection. But you guys are definitely more,
Oh yes, as you can tell behind me,
and
figures proudly displayed. I do have a new edition from Christmas. I got the King Sphinx figure from my daughter as a Christmas present. So
Ooh.
Review coming up for that on my channel at some point when I get around to it, when I can be bothered, when I have the time.
Definitely, it's from the show. I remember. I definitely have the original Bandai figure from way back when.
Oh yes.
Because I remember you guys. I shared my Goldar figure and
Yes, you did. Yes.
together, so it was definitely two figures that I definitely had. So I remember it is definitely a character that I love.
Oh yeah, when I get round to because he's currently on the shelf away from the rest of them because I need to reorganize this lot. But once that's sorted, he's going to be up there with Goldar. So the two winged beasts, you got to put them together.
Of course.
So, but today's episode we're talking about the Lightning Collection, obviously. So think a good starting point, Dennis, would be. I mean, obviously, I know you yourself personally don't have any of the Lightning Collection as of yet because you're still waiting on some to be delivered, aren't you? The Ninja Turtles crossover pack. You're still waiting on those to arrive. I think we should sort of go back to where the Lightning Collection came from, with like originally Hasbro buying the Power Rangers license and kind of what our initial thoughts were going into the collection. Like, okay, this is something new. Let's see what they've got.
Yeah. It was
Sorry, guys. My kids are going batshit crazy on me here, so I mute myself.
No worries.
Yeah, no, I mean, to be honest with you, the one thing that I have noticed is just that they haven't missed a beat. I mean, I've noticed that they've got just about figures from like all the series, including like even the ones that I'm waiting for, the Ninja Turtle ones, like the crossover series. It's cool that they're doing just about everything. Like I was even surprised because for the longest time I was just mainly seeing like the Rangers, and then when they started doing the villains, and then even as of late they've been teasing the first set of cards they're going to be doing too. So I mean,
Oh yes. The was it the HasLab thing they're doing, the Legacy Megazord or something it's called, something like that.
Yeah. Oh man, that's beautiful.
But
Yeah, they got a new. I don't know if you guys noticed on Big Bad Toy Store, but they have a pre-order for the new Hasbro Megazord, Dino Megazord. You know,
yeah,
the
that's the one.
original Mighty Morphin. It's scheduled right now for August 2022, which will probably be like November, because you know then nothing comes out on time.
Yeah.
But it's got to be a hell of a lot better than the one they just released not that long ago, which looks absolutely horrible. I would not buy that. I wouldn't even take it if somebody gave it to me. It's just, well, maybe I would. I don't know. Depends on the day, I guess.
Yeah. Depends what mood they catch you in. But yeah, sort of going with what Dennis was saying, I think the one really good thing about the Lightning Collection up to this point where it's got to now is they've covered so many different teams and so many different variants of the same kind of characters. Like I know it was like a con exclusive, but the Green Ranger that they did with the putty that's got the silver stripe, you know, just slight variants of already existing characters, I think is a very good idea. It keeps the line going. And because they've done so many different iterations of the Rangers, there's something for each fan base to gravitate towards, because Power Rangers at this point now is kind of multi-generational, where people like our age will gravitate more towards MMPR. But people say just 10 years younger than us will be like, oh, I remember like Super Samurai, or, you know, that kind of thing. So I think Hasbro have done a very, very good job of spacing the Rangers out and mixing in different teams throughout each wave of figures that they brought out.
Definitely.
You get a couple from each kind of series of the Rangers. So over time, like it's taken me 3 or 4 years, I think it is now, to build up to where I've got to, just because I've been waiting on the release of the next colored Ranger to come along. So, but yeah, I think, like Dennis said, they've done a really good job of covering all bases.
You know, I love the variety the Lightning Collection has. Like you said, you know, they got different teams. They're starting to come out with new villains. The problem is quality control. There's absolutely none. Every day you look on, you know, our group, Power Rangers fan group, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers fan group, you know, the other Power Rangers groups on Facebook. I'm not giving them a plug. They all suck. So, but every day you see somebody else with a Lightning Collection figure. The painting's wrong. The helmets don't look right. There's all these different issues. It seems like they're in too big of a rush to get out new figures instead of taking the time to look at what they have. Okay, let's correct this. Like the pink and Space Ranger. It's not even close to the right helmet.
No.
A prime example of that for me, I've got actually 2 very good examples of that. Then it's kind of been an ongoing issue since the very beginning. Lord Zed. The first release, it's missing the silver paint on the claws on the hand.
Oh yeah, you were saying.
You buy the Rita and Zed Wedding 2-pack, the claws and stuff are all painted on that. So it's like, hold up a minute. If I want an actual correct version of the figure, I've got to shell out for a 2-pack when I've already bought this one.
Yeah.
Shouldn't that have been an error that was caught before you sent that one out? The second one is King Sphinx. As much as I love that figure, the wings. I don't know whether it's a widespread thing or it's just my copy, but the pegs for the wings for it to go into the back are just too damn short. And no matter how much pressure I put on to get them to plug in, slightest little tap, they just fall off. I don't know why. I've been a collector for ages. I know all the little tricks and tips to get, joints to sit properly. And that one it got to a point where I pushed them in. They stayed where they were. I was like, right, don't fucking touch it.
See, I actually had the opposite problem with it. I had to take my Dremel and bore out the holes a little bit just to get the pegs to go in because it was rough.
Yeah,
same thing with my Goldar.
Exactly like we were just saying, quality control, like same figure, two different issues with the same part. It's like
nothing's consistent.
Exactly. So I think they do need to up their game in terms of quality control. I mean, they're getting there, but hey, God.
And going back to the King Sphinx, like they're coming out with the ultimate King Sphinx, and he has colored wings. They definitely upgraded it. But if you watch, Super 7. But if you watch the show, there's no color on his wings. None.
I think there is in some shots, and then there isn't in others, because I've looked at different pictures online, and in some of the pictures the color's really vibrant on his wings, and in other times it's really, really dark or like muted to the point where it's barely noticeable. So I think they went from different screenshots. That's the only thing I can think of.
See, I wouldn't want that one with color. I think it would take away from the figure itself. Now, I'm going to airbrush my wings, make them darker around the edges, give it a little wear and tear kind of look to it. But the color, no, that's not for me.
Fair enough, to each their own.
What do you think, Dennis?
Oh, man, yeah, that's the one thing that I kind of a little bit of a, stickler, for the ones that are like truer to, what we remember as kids, and kind of some of the figures that kind of either go off on some crazy things where they look cool but like the colors off, or they don't look right at all. It's like, nah, I'm not gonna waste my money on that.
Yeah
I love oh.
Like as far as the the Ninja Turtle Power Ranger crossover, they look cool. But I noticed some, like, people have been putting the crossover Rangers with the Lightning Collection Rangers. They don't look anything similar.
Yeah.
Especially the Pink Ranger. They like bulked her up. I don't know if it's supposed to be April under the helmet or what, but they beefed it up.
Huh.
Yeah, I know for sure. With those, I know for sure. I only want to get the Turtle Rangers, so that's why mainly why I started with the one that the blue and the black one together in a 2-pack. But I really think like I want the red and the yellow, but they come with characters that I don't really want. So it's like, I mean, I know I wouldn't have any problem putting them up on a, like you said, Power Ranger fan site and getting rid of them easy. But it's just I know exactly what you mean, and I'm kind of that's the only thing with that particular series. Those are the only ones that I want, are the ones.
Which is fair enough and completely fine. Like I said, to each their own.
Speaking of Ninja Turtles, I want to kind of jump off that for real quick, but did you guys see the latest Ninja Turtle movie 2-packs and the new NECA Super Shredder? They just came out with them. Oh my God, I want that.
I have seen those, and they are very, very nice. Quite some way back when, I actually had a set of the figures for sale, the movie Turtles. A friend of mine offered to buy them off me on the condition that I reviewed them on my ridiculously old YouTube channel. And they were fun to mess with. They were fun to get into poses and that kind of stuff. And the NECA Turtles, I will say, absolutely brilliant, and I think they would work very well in with the Lightning Collection because they're about the right sort of scale. So if anybody out there has got them, send some screenshots to us on our Facebook groups. We'll take a look.
If you got the Turtles and then put it with the Lightning Collection figures, just size comparison. Obviously different maker, but they probably don't have the ankle joint problem.
Not like those 3-0 ones you bought.
I actually took care of that. So
You
they're
fixed
they're
that.
solid now. Yeah,
Awesome.
MacGyver that shit.
Hey, one last thing on the Ninja Turtles. I've actually noticed lately. I mean, a lot of cool looking different crossovers. Like the Universal monsters ones looks pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I
They-
totally agree with that.
They do look really good. The Universal Monster Turtles do look really good. And it's a nice callback to the 90s figures because they did a similar sort of thing in the 90s. So it's a nice little callback. But the NECA figures, they are.
Yeah.
They're really good for what they are.
Oh,
I will say that. I mean, I've got a load of the NECA Predators up over there somewhere.
Oh.
And yeah, the sculpt and paint is just amazing. Sometimes the articulation's a little bit, but the figures, amazing.
nice.
But anyway,
I
getting off
can't-
topic
Can't complain about the NECA figures. I have the 24-inch Deadpool,
Oh yeah,
and that is beautiful. Love it. I just got nowhere to put it right now. It's sitting in my bedroom.
taking up
It
a lot
was
of
on
space.
top of my case here, but as you can see, there's
Yeah.
no room.
Nope.
Well, going back to the Lightning collection,
Yes.
what was your latest edition?
My latest edition was King Sphinx.
Nice.
See if I can move him without knocking his wings off. Here we go.
Look at that.
Oh, there goes his leg. That is one thing I will say as well, is one hip is loose, the other one is not. So, but there you go. King Sphinx.
See, I've never had an issue with the hip joints on any of mine.
It's only this one.
I thought your Zed had the issue too.
Yeah. Out of all of the figures, none of them had that problem. It's just Zed, both hips are a bit loose. And on this particular King Sphinx, it's just this hip is a bit easy to move. It's not super loose, but it's easier to move than this one. For whatever reason, that just is the case. So I'll pop him down. Just out of camera. There we go.
Don't fall. Don't fall.
So Paul, you had a latest edition as well, I've seen on Facebook.
I got quite a lot.
Yes.
So I ended up, let's do it this way. Flip her around. All right. So we have the retro Ninjor.
Oh, nice.
He works perfect with the Lightning collection, a little bit bigger, just like on the show.
Yeah.
And it does flip and morph into, that different mode that he goes in.
Oh, yeah, but the red.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the one you mean, yeah.
So we got Pudgy Pig, which is my
Oh,
daughter's favorite. She has watched the Pudgy Pig episode 100 times. No kidding.
Nice.
I don't blame her. I really don't. It is a good episode.
Let's see here. We got the retro game.
Oh,
Ooh,
the Tiger game. No.
I'm still on the fence if I want to open it or not.
Oh, I wouldn't.
classic
Something
bit.
like that, I wouldn't.
I got that for $10 at GameStop.
Wow.
They had it on sale, and I'm a pro member, so I was able to get like $5 off. I got my daughter going crazy here. Every time I look at my case, she's like right there. And the latest editions, and I'm a hypocrite for these.
The
We got
metallic
the
armors.
metallic armor.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
The original figures with spritz of glitter.
Yeah, I didn't have any of them set up to where it was just the heads. They were all the helmets.
Oh, I must admit, they do look really good with the new paint job. Like
Yeah,
very
if you notice,
show
it's show accurate on the
Yeah.
Black Ranger. No white stripes on the helmet,
Yes.
just like on the show. So good on them.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, I don't know, I might want to glue the Zeo crystals together, like the show. But for right now, I like the pose.
The pose is very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to put my Legacy figures up here because I didn't have any room for them down there. Well, I got the comic book back there.
Oh
which is
yeah.
not Lightning Collection. That's Rory's fault. And it really sucks because he was actually sending it to me. That was in that package
Oh.
that I didn't get. I mean, my wife got it for me for Christmas, but Rory said don't buy it, which that means,
Somebody bought it for you.
yeah, exactly. And then my wife ended up buying it. But yeah, that's it as far as latest acquisitions.
Ooh.
I did, obviously you've seen I changed it up instead of I made a new battle scene and all that. I had to, you gotta see this. Look at this. Watch this. Look, see? Told you. I go anywhere near the case, there she is. And yes, I still have my Christmas decorations up. I'm too freaking lazy to take them down.
Don't worry.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all.
I think, is that it? I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think that's it. I do like on the metallic armor, you have Rocky, Adam, and Aisha. The later Aisha with the longer hair.
Yeah.
I didn't have Catherine. No, I didn't have that, which apparently, I don't know why, but GameStop had not GameStop, Hasbro Pulse. The Pink Ranger is actually different from them than what you buy everywhere else.
Huh.
It's like a different shade of pink, I guess. That's what they're saying. There's a couple differences, but I don't know because I don't have the other metallic armor. Yep, that's blue, black, red, pink, and yellow. Yep, good job. Yep, yes, good job. But I'm trying to think. There was something else I wanted to say, and I'm drawing a blank.
Metallic armor figures. You know what I'd like to see them do, just as a special edition kind of thing. It never happened in the show, but I'd love to see them do a metallic armor Green Ranger.
Yes.
Because they could do the gold shield like proper reflective type gold, like the old toys used to be, where it was like the shiny metallic gold. I think they could do it like as a callback to that, but do the whole suit. That'd be an interesting little, like, convention exclusive type stuff, like San Diego Comic-Con and things like that.
Yeah, like the shield on the automorphin. I still have that.
Ooh,
I still have a lot of my retro figures, like the OGs. I still have them in a box in storage. I have the Green Ranger, still have the shield.
Yeah.
I have the White Ranger. The shield broke.
That was a common problem with that old White Ranger figure because it was so thin across the main part of the chest that any
right under the arm
pop, it just break.
And that brings up the question: why didn't they come out with the White Ranger metallic armor?
Yeah, you were saying.
Maybe sort of tying into the Green Ranger thing. Maybe they're going to do it as a 2-pack.
Possibly. There's no announcement, no release date.
Exactly. And usually when Hasbro's quiet like that, it's because they've got something in the pipeline. So I think the White Ranger metallic armor might come out with a special edition Green Ranger in the metallic armor. Like I said, didn't happen in the show, but what a way to get more money out of people because we'd buy it. We'd buy it.
Oh my God, yeah. I'd be all over that like stink on
buy
shit.
2 of.
That'd be a pack I'd probably buy 2 of. One for the wall, one for the case.
Exactly. That would be my thing. And one, maybe 3. One to go and possibly get signed one day.
Yeah, well, there's no announcement for any Ranger, not even JDF coming to PhillyCon, which is in July or August. One of them. Rory, I know you're gonna watch this. Give me some press credentials, brother. I got to get them soon. Gotta do it. I mean, even if there's no Rangers there or whatever, there's going to be wrestlers there. So, you got Power Rangers and you got wrestlers. That's my 1 and 1A here.
And speaking of which, I will definitely double check on the dates for the Power Morphicon. So definitely.
Yes, let us know. Let us know.
Were you able to go to the one, Dennis, or coming up or whatever?
so mad because not only did I want to not only meet Adam, but then I also thought it would have been so cool to meet Prop Master as well. So it was like, oh, come on. It was like two big reasons why I wanted to make sure
Damn.
I'm still kicking myself for that. But
See, here's a rule with this show with Team Venom Media. If you go anywhere, it's a law. You have to take video because we're gonna put it on this damn show so people can enjoy it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, definitely.
It's a law. Yeah. So what else do they have announced? I haven't really followed too much about, releases or whatnot.
There's the four. I wish I could remember off the top of my head which four, but there's the 7-inch Megazords that are supposed to be coming out. I know it's for sure the original and the Thunder Megazord. I think the one that I just unboxed, the Galaxy one is one. And then I think there's
yes. I know what you're on about, Dennis. The ones that come in the boxes that are styled like old cassette tapes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one of the most recent announcements. Other than that, I don't think there's been much. But with that said, Hasbro at the moment are doing the launch of the new Transformers line, Transformers Legacy.
Ooh.
So they're kind of focusing on that at the moment. So that's probably why Power Rangers news is a little bit quiet. But I do follow them on Instagram. So whenever I get any news, I do tend to pop it up on the Power Rangers groups and stuff. And at the moment, there's not really been anything Power Rangers wise. Not since what was the big dump they did right before Christmas.
Right.
Was when they did at the Power Rangers convention thing. They just did that whole big dump of like, this is everything that's coming. Right now, sit and wait. And that's kind of how they do the Lightning Collection. They tell you everything that's coming for the next 6 months, and then you have to wait 6 months before you find out what's coming next.
See, I will say this, for all of our listeners, I want you guys to tell us what you have, show us pictures. Let's get a conversation going. I do have 3 things on pre-order, and Big Bad Toy Store right now, their supply is depleted. They have nothing.
Yeah.
Because of this whole boycott shipping bullshit, which really sucks because I have the Scorpina Aisha 2-pack. It's still in pre-order. You see all these people that have it, they're displaying it, which brings me to another point, and I don't want to hog the show here. But Callie, look at your Goldar.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that figure?
Not the right color gold.
Exactly.
Same
thing for Scorpina.
Pictures of repaints and stuff online. Loads of people on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook that, like you said, have received the 2-pack, have literally taken both of the figures, took them apart, given them a full repaint, put them back together, and then shown the side-by-side comparison pictures. It's like, show accurate, boy accurate.
I will be one of those ones that will be doing a repaint.
I don't blame you.
It drives me nuts.
Better.
I mean, the detail on them is great.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
the wrong color.
Yeah, I mean, my one big complaint with Goldar, like, even when it first, I mean, this is the very first edition Goldar, but when it first came out, the first thing I said when I looked at it was like, face isn't the right color, it's too bright. When you think of Goldar, you think of the dark blue face.
Right.
To me, like, you look at Goldar and it's that dark blue, almost like a panther, like that bluish black kind of color. And you look at that one and it's almost like a sky blue. It's like, dude, man, you anemic today?
So I actually have Series 1 and Series 2 Goldar. I got Series 1 in my display case. And Series 2, you can tell by the different packaging.
Yeah.
He's staying in that. But it's still, they put a deeper color of yellow on him.
Yeah.
And the kids are going nuts again. But, it's still not there. It's close.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get a third edition that'll be right.
Maybe, I don't know. And then the other two, I think you guys know. I got 6. I'm missing 2. I got Draken and White Ranger pre-order. Still on pre-order. And Dennis, you've got to order them. I know you put up that screenshot a little while ago.
Oh,
You
yeah.
need to get them.
Pull the trigger on it, man. Pull the trigger.
You're probably going to be like, oh, shit, this is going to kill my bank account. But it's
Worth it.
yeah, as long as you don't get the ankle problem, it's worth it.
Oh, yes, definitely.
That's a, I mean, I totally agree with you guys on the quality control thing, because I mean, like you guys were talking about like the repaints and stuff. I mean, I love when people want to like make their figures look like they've been like in the battles, and they want to.
Oh, yeah.
They want to add stuff to them, but I hate to hear stories about people, like repainting them because they have to. It's one thing you would do because you want to and want to add to it, but it's not the right color, and that's the only thing that's like, come on.
Yeah, I think that's becoming more and more of a thing though with a lot of collectors, especially. Like, I mean, I'm very big on Power Rangers and Transformers, and sort of along the lines like you said there, Dennis, of you shouldn't have to repaint it yourself to fix a problem that should have been sorted, And you see companies out there making these kits for Transformers to fill in gaps and things that are left by the transformation. And I'm like, that's like one step in between just nitpicking and being a customizer. Like, you can't complain about a Transformer having hollow forearms where that's where their hands get tucked into when they transform. You expect it. But when it's a factory fuck up, you kind of like, I paid X amount for this. Shouldn't it be like good?
I mean, we talked about that before, Callie, about if the Lightning Collection would integrate the same stuff that the Transformers figures have, it'd be unbelievable.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about this earlier, sort of gearing up for this episode. And I think it would be really cool because it would be no problem. Hasbro own the rights to both franchises. They could quite easily do a Transformers, Power Rangers crossover comic book series and then release the figures. But the twist of it is that the robot mode is the Ranger. The next mode is the, Triceratops, Saber-tooth Tiger, whatever. And then the third mode is Megazord. So you've got a combining Transformer that is each of the different Rangers separately as a robot. I think that would be the brilliant nod and perfect send-off for both. Fans of both franchises would love it. Transformers fans would buy it because it's a fucking Power Rangers Transformer. How often does that happen? And Power Rangers fans would buy it because it's like, finally, the Megazord we've been waiting 30 years for. It transforms like it does.
See, the thing with Bandai, and they came really close with the Legacy line. However, as you were saying, with the extra parts and, having to do extra stuff, if you try to put the Tiger Zord and the Thunder Zords together, you actually have to take the legs off of the Tiger Zord. You have to basically rip apart the Thunder Zords to get it to go into Mega Tiger Zord.
Yeah, I remember seeing the reviews for that. Yeah,
that should have been. Now, if Hasbro can fix that problem with their upcoming releases.
Oh yes, definitely. I mean, from the pictures I've been seeing of the new Megazord they are working on at the minute, from all the promo shots I've seen, it's not completely Transformers-esque because it's still got that Power Rangers look to it. But from what I can see in the screenshots, each of the Zords does separate and become its own individual thing. Like the Saber-tooth Tiger becomes a posable Saber-tooth Tiger. It's not just a solid lump with a head that tilts up and down and legs that swing backwards and forwards. It is actually, you can put it in poses. So it's like, if they're using the same level of engineering for Transformers as they are with Power Rangers, I'm all for it. If it gets us a good-looking Megazord, go for it.
I mean, the Soul of Chogokin, that came close.
Yes.
But you only had the flexing Transformers leg. Everything else was the same. But yeah, if they would make everything a little bit more posable, I think they got a gold mine on their hands.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. I mean,
Take my money.
Like I said, they own both franchises, so it wouldn't be difficult for them to put the two together, even if it was just a one-off.
Mhm.
You know, they could do it. They own both of them. They've got ties with Marvel. They could easily put a comic together to support the toy line. You know,
Yeah, like the Lightning Collection Megazord.
Hmm?
That new Lightning Collection Megazord. If you look at the pterodactyl, they actually put graining on the chest plate. So they're upgrading, but it's still show accurate, if that makes sense.
I think the general feeling from fans is it's a modernization of the classic Megazord. So it's like it will look like the Megazord, but details and things like that are going to be more. If the show came out now, this is what it would look like, kind of thing. But with Netflix,
Just wish they would have done that with the 2017 crap movie.
yeah. Don't get me
Sorry,
started.
that Megazord was horrendous. Like I'm looking at this thing, I'm like, it's 2017. CGI is a hell of a lot better, and it doesn't even look anything like the original.
No.
That was horrible.
It's like I was waiting for the freaking Red Ranger to be sitting in the Tyrannosaurus's dick. I mean, crotch. I mean, yeah. No. Like, come on. You got on the arms and the stomach and the legs. It's like, no, they were all in one cockpit. See, even my dog agrees.
Let's hope that Hasbro never release a Lightning Collection figure of that Megazord, because that just.
I don't think they would, because it flopped.
Or the Goldar from that movie.
No.
Don't even get me started on that. Now the Rita figure, I would get that.
Yeah.
Because she looked pretty badass in that movie.
To be honest, I didn't mind the Ranger suits in that film either. It was just the fact there was so little amount of time of them shown when they morphed. They weren't.
I didn't like it.
They weren't bad. You know, they could have been better, but.
If they would go, I don't know if you've seen the artist renditions of upgraded Ranger suits. If they would have went that route, that would have been 100 times better. But
well, Netflix is now in control, so let's wait and see. They're doing the shows, aren't they?
If they go in conjunction with Bat in the Sun, like the green and white Ranger suits from there, oh my God, they need to make those from Lightning Collection.
Definitely. Right.
Man, we could go on and on about this shit.
We could. Unfortunately, we don't have all night. Which, speaking of, I'm probably gonna have to head off soon because it's getting late here in the UK.
Yeah, it's only 3:50 here in Philly.
It's nearly 9 p.m. here.
I love Lightning. Is this there's you're saying? I mean, they've done such an awesome job, like covering all the bases, and I mean, you slowly being able to put together all the teams from all the and that's ultimately kind of my goal, is to maybe kind of have a shelf with like just all like
this one here, Dennis.
Yeah,
I'll have a shelf just like that.
Oh yeah.
Well, see, for me, it started with the White Ranger and Lord Zed, because they were in amongst the first wave that was announced, like back when the line first came out. And as soon as I seen them, I was like, you know what? Buying them. And as you can see, I haven't really stopped. I don't plan on stopping. The more Rangers that come out, the more that I can buy, I will buy them. I don't care. I'm happy with it.
The first one for me too was the White Ranger, because that was the first one to come out.
Yeah.
And I just finished up the Legacy line. So I just got the Yellow Ranger Legacy. And I'm like, all right, cool. I finished the team. And then I go to Target and I see this freaking White Ranger. I'm like, what the hell is this shit? It's like, this is a totally different thing. I'm like, that kind of looks better than the SH Figure Arts. I'm like, what the hell?
I have actually watched some comparisons online, and a lot of people, it's very divisive. That is, some people have said that posability wise, the Lightning Collection is better than the Figure Arts one, but for looks wise, the Figure Arts one is better because it's slightly more show accurate. And I was like, no, I prefer the Lightning Collection. So
Yeah, it's a hell of a lot cheaper too. Well,
Fuck yeah.
it was at the time because freaking Hasbro keeps raising the prices on this shit because people are buying it. Pretty soon they're gonna be $30 a figure. Like, I can't afford that.
Yeah. It's one of the reasons I have to slow down on my Predator collection. When I first started buying them, they were like 25 quid a buy Not too bad. Buy one a month, not too bad. But now I go into like the local toy shop and the Predator figures are like 45, nearly 50 quid a piece. And I'm like,
It'd be nice if I'd love it if I could find a freaking store that carries this shit. I've been to so many Targets and Walmarts. Nobody has anything. The last thing I seen was an Andros, the cloak figure.
Oh yeah.
I guess that's a peg warmer now because they're all over the place. But I haven't seen anything. I've been to 5 different Targets, 7 different Walmarts. Not one of anything. Because I got a friend that actually lives down in Center City, and there's like 4 or 5 Targets around him.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I go down, he's like, "Hey, can we go to Target real quick?" Sure. What the hell? Let me see what they got anyway. Nothing. Nobody stocks.
I hate when that happens.
And it wouldn't surprise me if those bastard employees, they get the shipment and be like, "Okay, I'll take that. I got an employee discount. I'll pay $10 for it." It would not surprise me if those pricks did that.
Yeah.
And sorry for anybody that works at Target and Walmart. Y'all suck anyway. No, I'm kidding.
You spat me drink out, you bastard.
Catch up with
Yeah,
you guys.
I know. My joke was funny, huh? Yeah. Yeah, you can hear my pain in the ass. I mean, the dog in the background.
He's laughing too.
Yep. Okay, we'll wrap up. Shut up.
We're wrapping it up, dog. Chill out, dog.
It's a friggin' Pomsky.
What got me going was wanting to like collect like a lot of the Megazords and stuff that I didn't have as a kid, but like I'm getting the itch to kind of start collecting the ranges. So
I'm gonna warn you, Dennis. Once you get your 2-packs, you're done.
Yeah.
Kiss your wallet goodbye.
Yeah. The addiction to plastic figures, once it starts, you ain't never stopping. Trust me.
I'll be 40 years old in March, and I'm still a friggin' kid. I don't care.
I'm 38 in March as well, and I'm actually planning on buying the Arc Transformer as a birthday present for myself.
Oh.
Yeah, I've seen it in a toy shop recently that's got it on a reduced price. So I'm hoping that by the time my birthday rolls around, I can go, there you go, and off I go. So,
what day?
March 7th.
Mine's the 13th.
What?
And so's my mom's, and so's my aunt.
Oh, wow.
Great.
Yeah.
Day.
I had to share my friggin' birthday.
Oh.
All right, you shut up. I don't care. I'm the boss, not you.
You shut up.
Well, you know, not being a kid though. That's what's so fun. That's what makes this podcast.
Hey, I always say I got older. I never grew up.
That's it.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Yep. Same here. I'm done for the night.
We'll look forward to it's all together soon. Next time.
On episode 18.
Yeah.
We're gonna get the band all together next time for sure.
Episode 18 coming to you February 2025.
Yeah, right.
Ooh,
We'll get another one out soon. We'll try.
Well, until
But
next.
for all of our regular listeners, it's been fun. It's been real, and as usual, it's been your pleasure.
Yeah. Let's hear about those collections in the comment section too. We want to hear from.
Yes, definitely. Drop some comments. Tell us what you've got.
Yeah. Awesome, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
See ya.